Golden Tigers fans, get ready. It's time for buckets, blocks, spills, thrills, steals, and slams. Thunder! Tuskegee basketball is next on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Now, let's go courtside with the call. Here's Charles Ward.
To the broadcast.
Well, listen,
University Golden Tigers basketball headed your way. Charles Ward alongside Dwayne Walker with the play call. And Dwayne, first of all, we welcome you to the broadcast.
Well, listen, it feels fantastic to be here, Charles. Thank you very much.
Speaking of welcomes, we also have to welcome the new head coach of the Tigerettes of Tuskegee.
That's right, Ciante Wester. She takes over the defending SIAC champs. She got off to the season with a hot start with her first victory over West Alabama.
Dropped the ball game in the second day of the GSC SIAC challenge, but they are here tonight to meet a team from Mobile that comes in undefeated.
Yes, they're led by their first-year coach, Sydney Westery. They come in at 4-0. They've got some big guns on that side of the squad that we'll get into in just a minute.
We'll talk about the big guns for the Tigerettes of Tuskegee first. Brittany Boland leading the charge in the first two ball games.
Yeah, but she doesn't do it by herself. Miss Boland, she has help. Tuskegee, they have three players that's averaging at least 10 points per game, led by Miss Brittany Boland, who's averaging 16 points per game.
They'll have a big defensive challenge in facing Erica Jones for the Rams.
Erica Jones is one of the best you'll see. She's averaging 24 points so far this season, 10 rebounds. She's also shooting 50%, over 50% from the floor, Charles, and also 44% from three-point land.
So the Golden Tigers, or Tigerettes of Tuskegee, trying to go for their second win of the campaign. They'll have to defeat the undefeated Rams of the University of Mobile to do it. We'll have the tip just ahead here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Play again, setting to resume here, begin here inside the Daniel Chappie James Center. Tuskegee in their home white, outlined in that crimson, and the Rams in their cardinal tops and bottoms. And we are underway. Tap's going to be controlled. Tuskegee had the tap, but it comes away to the Rams. They run it right down the floor and get the first points of the ball game.
Fantastic court awareness by the Mobile Rams, pushing that basketball up the floor for two.
Basket by Braylee McMath, the junior. So she gets the first two of the ball game. Tuskegee struggled a bit, and they struggled this trip down the floor, Dwayne, to turn it over to the Rams. I was talking to Coach Wester before the ball game, and she said the reason they lost that last contest against West Georgia is that they stopped doing what they were doing in the first half of the contest. They just couldn't get it back together in the second half. Slow start for them here. Whistle in the front court for the Rams of Mobile University.
Got to give credit to Miriam Olderker for reaching her hand in the passing lane to cause that turnover by the Tigerettes.
Mackenzie White to inbound it for the Rams. It's McMath, White, Erica Jones out on the floor. Miriam Olarkey. And circling down at the baseline is Alana Donaldson. Those are the five for Coach Westry and Mobile as they give it to Eric. That's Donaldson with her first two of the ball game. Donaldson, the junior from New Orleans.
Slick move by the 5'6"
So 4-0 lead for the Rams of University of Mobile. Tigerettes, second look on their side of the floor. Runner, right side. That one's off the mark by Malik, but the backside put back by Ariel McElroy.
Nice job by McElroy, being alert, crashing the boards on the opposite side.
So Amac gets her first two of the ball game. First two of the contest for Tuskegee. Back down low. White got past the defense down low.
White right there, receiving that ball, putting in the hoop, Charles.
Jasmine Manuel trying to catch up with that play, but White early on the trigger got the basket. 6-2 lead for Mobile. Underneath, though, Manuel gets her first one.
Charles, that's what I call manual labor right there. And she
like
attacked
that.
the basket as soon as she got it and scored.
The junior from St. Louis with the basket. Her 13 in the loss against West Georgia. Back the other way. Jones, right side, missed on the shot. Good job there by Manuel to run it down. Over to Abdur Rahim. Shemaya in the paint, lost her dribble. Has to hurry and get it out of there before the 3-second does so. Got it out to Boland. Back inside to go to Manuel. Bumps, it goes to the glass.
Yes.
Nicely done on Erica Jones.
Ward, that was beautiful.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a tad bit lucky, but it went in. She's got 4.
Back the other way, McMath. She rings up the layup right side for the Rams.
Charles, Braley is not backing down. Braley McMath, one of the shorter players on the floor, but very, very scrappy.
Keep an eye on that matchup throughout this basketball game. Tigerettes finished second in the West of the SIAC. Defending SIAC champs. They miss on the jumper right side. Basketball back to the Rams. Erica Jones to the glass. Missed on the shot, but the rebound and put back by White on the left side. She's good on the shot, and a whistle follows.
Mackenzie White right there, grabbing that rebound off the rim by Jones and following it up with a basket.
On to the floor now from Coach Wester is Aaliyah Austin, the junior from Satsuma, Alabama. She'll replace Jasmine Manuel in the lineup. So White with the free throw, missed on the shot. Rebounds cleared by Michaela Malik, the senior from Houston. Boland out front now. Trying to get it inside if they can to Austin. Now they finally do. Left block. Floater tried to dump it down low instead. In traffic. Malik handles it. Tries to reverse lay-in. Too deep under the cylinder. Basketball over to Mobile. 3-on-2 basketball. Good defensive work there by Boland to break it up. As McMath runs it down out front for Mobile. Glad you could join us for our coverage of Golden Tigers basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker with the play call. We're live from the Daniel James Chappie Center, Chappie James Center on the campus of Tuskegee University. Boland works it inside the paint, pushes back out front. McElroy got a look. Spinner's off the mark, though. And here comes Mobile.
Charles, it'll be fascinating to see if both of these teams can keep up this early pace. They're running up and down the floor.
Out front with a jumper. That one is off the mark. Olekri had a look at it, but it comes back to Mobile. She'll take another look at this one. Same result. Same result as well on the rebound, on a travel after collecting that rebound.
Tigerettes, Charles, have to do a better job of boxing out and rebounding the basketball as we get our first timeout of the game, the media timeout.
5:18 remains in this first period of play. 10-6 lead for the visiting Rams of the University of Mobile over the Tigerettes of Tuskegee. We'll take our first break here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
We're back live inside the Daniel Chappie James Center on the campus of Tuskegee University. Golden Tigers basketball. Tigerettes hosting the Rams of the University of Mobile. Right now, a 4-point lead for the Rams. Brittany Boland with the basketball for Tuskegee. Half-court set to McElroy. She will work off of a screen by Malik. Works it right side, doubled that way. In traffic, got it over to Abdur-Rahim, who dribbled it on the inbound line for another turnover by the Tigerettes.
Ariel McElroy did her squad a disservice by dribbling that ball into the corner, because when you're in the corner like that, you've got the sideline and the in-line acting as defenders, and she's just lost the ball.
You know, the read from Coach Westry and the Rams is that they are not going to lose at the hands of McElroy or Boland. That time they had McElroy doubled way out front. Turnover by the Rams gives it right back to Tuskegee, though. Boland left side to Abdur-Rahim behind the three-point mark. Tried to dump it down low. Good pass there to McElroy. Assist by Abdur-Rahim. They're going to have more of those from her, as McElroy got the easy lay-in after the nice dish from Abdur-Rahim.
Abdur-Rahim did a nice job of recognizing the open player.
Jones fires from behind the arc and a whistle. They call the foul on Abdur-Rahim.
Hey, Charles, you've got the Tigerettes team coming off that SIAC championship. They've got a new coach. If you're Coach Penny, how much of the last culture do you maintain? And how do you fit in your own at the same time? That's what we're going to find out here early in the season.
Yeah, that's a good question. I actually had a chance to ask her about that prior to the season starting. We'll talk about her response in a little bit, but it's a good question. She had a solid answer for it as well.
Kimber on that last basket, Charles, her first two of the game.
In the front court, Boland dribbling it in traffic almost gives it away to the Rams. And to add to your question, though, the way you have to even add another level to it when you start talking about returning the culture of a championship team.
Yes.
Boland across the floor, McElroy, dish on the inside, got it to Austin, who was there, but a whistle. Call that foul on Mackenzie White. She picks up her first non-shooting foul there for the Tigerettes. 3:55 left in this first quarter of action. 12-8 lead for the Rams of the University of Mobile.
So Erica Jones gets one called on her, Charles, and the Rams can ill afford to lose her.
At the free throw line, Aaliyah Austin, the junior, missed on the first. She had 8 points, 6 rebounds in 20 minutes of play in the loss against West Georgia. Works on the second four. Back the other way come the Rams. I think they gave that point to them instead of Tuskegee on the scoreboard. McElroy. Back the other way, nice dish downside to Austin. Got the space inside for the lay-in.
I like what the Tuskegee forwards are doing with the basketball. Once they get it, they're making their move to the basket.
Still in the backcourt underneath. Missed on the lay-in. That was Philly King trying to score after the turnover by the Rams. Jumper, foul line, free throw extended. Tate.
Kimber with her second field goal of the game. Nice pass there by Erica Jones. You would think that Erica Jones would try to get herself off, but I give her credit for getting her teammates involved, Charles.
Half court set now for Tuskegee. Austin turns to the rack, missed on the shot. That rebound's cleared. Odakari. And she'll work it out front now to White behind the arc. Floater to the rack, banked, and falls good for Odakari. So far it stays. I think the officials got the same question that I have.
About the media timeout?
About the score.
Oh.
Yeah, we went from 12 to 9 to now 16 to 11 showing on the scoreboard with the Rams leading it.
I've got 16-9. What do they have?
They're showing 16 to 11.
16-11?
And that's what they're going to stay with. Boland handles the basketball for Tuskegee. Tigerettes trailing by 5 with 2:31 remaining in this first period of play. Boland got some space, jumper to the rack, falls off for her. Still looking for her first points of the ball game. Up the floor comes the Rams now, and a whistle on a travel violation.
A little bit over anxious, trying to run that transition for the Rams. A little careless with the basketball. End result, another turnover. Charles, I'm waiting to see when the Rams are going to get Erica Jones actively involved with the basketball. Look for that next time down the floor.
Half-court set this time for Tuskegee. Into the ball game, Elena Roberts. Roberts, creaser, up jumper near the foul line, but barely creased the rim on it. Basketball over to the Rams. You're right, they have not tried to run that offense around Jones at this point. She's had a couple of isolated jump shots that she's missed.
I suspect they will right here.
White out front. Now gives it over to Donaldson.
Ooh, she walked.
Kimber, and you caught her, Walker. That's good. You saw the walk? You're a walker.
Hey, there you go.
It all works. 1:46 left, first period of play. Glad you could join us on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Women's basketball only tonight. Tigerettes hosting the Rams of the University of Mobile, trailing by 5. Boland doubled out front now, down in the corner. Jumper just out of control on that one, shot an air ball. White leads back the other way, 3-on-2 basketball for the Rams. Got it to the cylinder, missed on the shot. Whistles at the baseline. Roberts defending down low.
Mackenzie White, uber aggressive on the offensive side as well as the defensive side. She grabbed her own rebound and pushed the basketball down the court. Didn't make the basket, but had enough basketball sense to try to follow it up. Her hustle, in result, Rams retain possession.
Trinity Layton out on the floor now for the Tigerettes. First chance to see her, the freshman from Miami. Immediately comes away with a rebound, but dribbled on the inbound line, and it'll stay with the Rams.
And Charles, after Jones shot that basketball, it was an air package. She was frustrated, and she slammed her arms against her legs. A little frustrated.
It'll stay with Mobile.
So if you're Tuskegee, Charles, on the offensive side, you're trying to force the action to get her with that second foul.
Across the lane, there's Jones. They went to her intentionally there. She missed on the left-handed. She is left-handed, rolled it left side, couldn't get it to fall, though.
Let's see if they work it inside, Charles, to Manuel here.
They do, right side, but she'll give it right back over to McElroy. Amack out front, whistles down low. Roberts shoved it to back on that play. Maya Kimber, the senior from Hoover, Alabama, guilty.
Yeah, Maya Kimber, the guilty culprit on that one. But again, if I'm the Tigerettes, I'm trying to work the ball inside against Erica Jones to get her second personal foul and get her out of the game.
McElroy with 13 to shoot. Trying to work it down low to Manuel. She's there, got it to the rack, missed on the shot though. Stumbled a little bit coming out of that double coverage. Odecray in traffic, threw it away.
Attack. Attack.
Roberts, she does. Left it short. Rebound to the rack. Nicely done there by Trinity Layton.
And Charles, notice how tentative Erica Jones is playing on the defensive end. She barely wanted to stick her hand in there to try to block that attempt.
Sure, fouls will do that for you. Odecray fires a three-pointer and rims it good there for the Rams, way outside. 3 seconds left. McElroy to the rack. Got it to fall before the buzzer. Nice transition there by Amack for the Tigerettes. They cut into that Rams lead at the end of the first quarter. 18-15. University of Mobile leads it, but the Tigerettes charging hard. Stay with us. More basketball on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
We are back live inside the Daniel Chappie James Center at the campus of Tuskegee University, headed into the second period of play. 18-15 score showing on the scoreboard. We thought that last basket by Mobile was a three-pointer, but they've only given her two. Half-court set for Tuskegee. McElroy out front. Dumped down low. Nice pass to Roberts on the lead, but Alana can't finish. But finishing on the follow-up is Manuel. Manuel doing a good job following that shot.
Yes, sir, Charles. 6 early points. She's been the offensive workhorse for the Tigerettes so far.
So the lead cut to 1 now. McMath handles out front. Layton guarding her. McMath fires a three-pointer, left it on the iron. Rebound, Philly King. Philly to McElroy. Here come the Tigerettes trying to claim the lead.
Charles, Erica Jones, who's averaging 24.5 points per game so far this season, is out of the lineup. I'd give their coach credit for not putting her in danger of getting her second foul and letting her think for a moment.
Back the other way in transition. Nice lay-in on the inside by Donaldson, the junior. Philly King back the other way with the one-handed sweep and a whistle.
Yeah, Courtney Bradford came in on that and charged with that foul. That's the first personal foul on her.
Dwayne surveying the Rams roster, looking at the stats on Erica Jones, the senior, 23 points per ball game, almost 10 rebounds per outing. Talked to Coach Wester right before the ball game. She thought that perhaps Jones would not be playing in this ball game. And it may be some of the signs of what you're seeing early on, that she's not able to get into her rhythm because she thought, Coach Wester did, that she may have been injured or slightly injured. May account for some of the comments that you're having to make at this point about her not really feeling herself yet. Brittany back out on the floor. She'll replace Philly King in the lineup.
Philly King got in right quick, got fouled, and scored her first point of the contest from the free throw line.
Mobile across the timeline now. They lead it by 2. Jumper, right corner. That one's off the mark by Courtney Bradford, the junior. Tuskegee back the other way. Layton down in the corner. Back to Boland. Manuel will set a screen. Brittany works right side. McElroy cocks and fires a three-pointer and knocks it down for the Tigerettes.
McElroy not shy at all, Charles. She did not hesitate. She launched it right away.
A-Mac with the three-pointer.
First lead, Charles, if I'm not mistaken, in the game for the Tigerettes.
You are right on spot. 7:58 left in the first half. Zone defense there by the Tigerettes. Donaldson missed on the shot, left side. Roberts clears. Off the floor, Boland. Brittany able to hang on to that basketball. Now McElroy down in the left corner. Trying to get it to Manuel. Manuel across the lane.
Nice pass.
Over to Roberts. To the glass, and she got it to fall.
Nice two-man game, two-woman game, I should say, down low between Manuel and Roberts.
Starting to see signs of Tigerettes basketball here late in this First half of basketball, they lead at 23-20 now. McMath missed on that shot.
And Charles, just like we talked about Erica King, now on the other side, it's all about Miss Brittany Boland.
Yeah, there's Boland. You called her name, and she answers. Got the lay in the paint. You just got that touch, Walker. Back the other way. She commits a foul on defense, though. Left side, Donaldson had a clear lay-in, and the foul called.
First team foul.
Now King checks back into the game after witnessing Brittany Boland do her thing. Again, I'm going to anticipate next time down the floor, Coach Wester is going to be intentional in getting the basketball to Erica Jones.
She just got back out on the floor for Coach Wester and the Rams, so we'll see if that takes place when they get it in another offensive set. Right now they are at the free throw line with Alana Donaldson shooting. Donaldson perfect from the free throw line for the Rams, and there put the jinx on her. She missed that one. Boland back the other way, 5-point lead in tow for the Tigerettes. Fires with a jumper, creased the rim. And the rebound to Bradford and the Rams. There's Jones behind the defense, and she got a lay-in.
Nothing like a layup, Charles, when you're struggling from the floor to get it going, either a layup or a free throw.
Yeah. Just on transition, Tigerettes not able to get back. Jones got the easy lay. Manuel in the paint whistle and a bump from behind. But that's going to go against Jasmine on that one. Trying to create that space in the middle. She was bumping off.
I agree with you, partner. When in doubt, agree with you.
Okay. Well, that was the call. McMath turns it over. And Boland runs the floor right side. 2-on-1. Nicely done. Austin got the lay-in.
Once again, running in transition. 2-on-1. Very nicely executed.
Boland with the assist. McMath fires in the corner. Found the range there. Down deep for three.
She's got 7 early here, Charles. 5:45 to play in the half.
McElroy trying to work off of a screen by Austin, but they're doubling her there. Now lost the basketball out of bounds over to the Rams.
Once again, Charles,
Walker.
You already know where I'm going with this, Charles. Second time this game that McElroy's gotten the basketball near the sideline. And what happens there, the sideline acts as an extra defender. So, in essence, she was triangled in and lost control of the basketball.
Over to the Rams of the University of Mobile. 5:25 left, first half of play. 1-point lead for the Tigerettes. White with the basketball. Down at the block, Jones got the step. Missed on the shot, though. Rebound cleared McElroy, the Tigerettes. Amack works it right side to the rack, drew a foul.
I love the aggressive nature there by McElroy, making up for that mistake along the sidelines by attacking the basket, drawing a foul.
And that's what she talked about early in the preseason, about what she did to get ready for this season. That was to become a lot more aggressive on the offensive end of the floor. Got a lot stronger in the offseason, and that's what she said she really wanted to do, was both of those things, and you're seeing it here in this first half of play.
She may have gotten too strong on that one.
Almost ran McMath out of the building after the contact under the cylinder. Good from the free throw line, 28-26 the score. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. On the weave, Donaldson floats a jumper, hard on the cylinder. McElroy clears. Over to Boland. Brittany left side across the timeline. Cross dribble to the rack. Left it short. Brittany may be pressing it just a little bit. That one comes up short, and the Rams have it half-court set now. They trail by 2. Here's Jones. Oh, good pass across the floor, and that shot's going to be good.
Jones once again showing patience, Charles, in finding the open player.
That was Bradford that got the 2. Behind the arc, this is Malik. Trying to get it to Roberts. She'll run it down. Squares for three. Missed on the shot. She was out practicing those shots before the ball game today, early in the day. Didn't get that one to fall from behind the arc. Donaldson. Bradford across the floor. White. Back of the iron. Rebound. Run down by Michaela Malik. Senior with back-to-back rebounds. Tied at 28. 3:40 remains first half. Malik has it out front now. Shot clock at 10. She's accosted out front and tied up. Good defensive work there by White for the Rams.
Got to tell you something, Charles, about the Rams. They're pretty shifty on the defensive side. They get after the basketball, especially up high.
Timeout on the floor here, Walker, with 3:29 remaining in the first half, and we are tied at 28 each. Rams of Mobile and the Tigerettes of Tuskegee. More basketball coming your way on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues.
Back live inside the Daniel Chappie James Center on the historic Tuskegee University campus. Tuskegee tied 28 with the Rams, and floating right side as Boland had to hurry before the shot clock, not able to knock that basket down. And here come the Rams back the other way with a chance to regain the lead. McMath, spinner at the foul line's off the mark. Basketball's loose on the floor, finally chased down by Malik. Malik to the rack, left side, leads back with the jumper. Shot an air ball. Got the space, missed on the shot. Basketball back the other way, chased down nicely before it went out of bounds by Kimber. White fires, missed on the shot. Roberts trying to square up for position down low. They double her backside. Basketball's taken away by McMath. Up the floor, White. She leads and missed on the lay-in.
Fantastic pass there by Braylee McMath. She tethered that basketball in the perfect position, just couldn't convert on the layup.
Boland half-court set. 2:15 left first half. Another takeaway there by McMath. Up the floor, easy lay-in from Donaldson right side.
Third time down the floor, Charles, straight time that the Tigerettes have turned the basketball over. You got to take better care of the basketball.
Lead goes over to the Rams as a result. Boland lost her dribble out front. Austin pops out to help. Boland had it stripped on the penetration, and they'll get her for the travel violation.
Make that 4 times down the floor.
McElroy back onto the floor for Coach Wester. Probably reading your mind, Walker.
So listen, Charles, when that happens, if you have consecutive turnovers down the floor, that's when the point guard has to get that basketball and restore order, so to speak. Make sure that you get off a good quality shot and you're intent about not turning the basketball over.
Half court set for the Rams. Odecray back out on the floor, handles it behind the arc. Basketball tap, and McMath runs it down before half court, but it's tapped away. McElroy trying to run it down left side, got some help backside. She missed on the lay-in. Roberts running the floor, tying it up. Now she's tied up, and they'll go jump ball.
Gorgeous outlet pass, Charles, and unfortunately Ariel McElroy could not convert the layup. We've seen some nice passing in this game. Yes, we've seen some turnovers, but on some transitions, I'm liking the way they're pushing the basketball up the floor and passing when it's appropriate.
Right now, the Rams with a 2-point lead with 1:13 left in the first half. They're trying to get it inside to Jones on Austin. Trying to go underneath the defense. And a late whistle.
Well, Jones was begging for a foul on that. Obviously, in this first half, she has been struggling with only a couple of points. So she's doing her darndest to try to get the basketball to fall in the bottom of the net. And on that, she was begging for a foul, and she got one.
So she will be at the line shooting for the Rams.
67% from the free throw line after 4 games, Charles. 18 to 27 coming in.
It's a team that shoots 63% from the free throw line. And the lefty missed on the first. Layton clears the rebound for Tuskegee. Under a minute remains first half. Tigerettes trail by 3.
Get out of there.
They
Get
pop
out
out double McElroy. Boland out front for 3, front of the iron. Can't find the range. The rebound cleared by White. Jumper out front. That one's off the mark. Rebound though, and the putback there's Erica Jones left side at the block. The 3-pointer was taken by Lindy DeBilson. She missed on the shot.
Jones now with 5 points, Charles, starting to heat up a little bit.
That's the one thing the Tigerettes don't want. Had it pretty quiet here in this first half. 10 seconds left before the intermission. Tuskegee trying to get a basket to cut the lead. Layton had it rejected at the baseline, but she's fouled. Trinity Layton, the freshman from Miami. Coach Wester really high on her age. She said she's one of the smallest players on the team, but she is absolutely the strongest.
No question. She did a nice job of getting Lindy DeBilson on her hip and just powered her way to the basket.
And if you recognize that name, Lindy DeBilson, as she missed on that free throw. Bilson played at Spring Hill before transferring down to the NAIA level with the University of Mobile. So 1 free throw from the line from Layton. At the buzzer, bingo for McMath. She comes away smiling, and so do the Rams of the University of Mobile. She got that one at the buzzer for 3. 36-29, the visiting Rams lead the Tigerettes as we head into the intermission. Take a break here. More basketball on the Golden Tiger Sports Network coming your way.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just gotta give them a chance.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. Just got to give them a chance.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the
We're back live inside the Daniel James Center on the campus of Tuskegee University. Tuskegee trailing at 36-29 to the Rams of Mobile University. At the intermission, Tuskegee trailing it to the Rams of Mobile. Step out for one quick timeout here, trying to get Coach Benji Taylor in here with us for some comments at the break. Take a quick timeout. We'll come right back with that after this on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented.
Coach Taylor in here with us now. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but Coach, thanks for joining us at the break.
Yeah, glad to be here. Appreciate you coming down to Rome, Georgia, and supporting us. And I heard you had some technical difficulties and with all that stuff they had going on campus. But
sure,
we appreciate it. And we're just trying to get ready this week to head on out to Connecticut for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there were 2 ball games over the weekend. Did not quite go the way we wanted at all. Before we even got on air, you were telling me problems you all were having on the trip up, and then we had technical difficulties in the arena, and just a tough weekend for Tuskegee overall. But what were the takeaways from that weekend for you?
We played 2 veteran teams that had we have no seniors, so I knew it'd be a little bit of a rebuild process. And we tried to play maybe a little too fast and spread the floor. And we played 2 teams that could really shoot the basketball. But also a lot of good things. I think offensively we're a little bit better efficient right now than we were last year this time. But our defense will pick up. I told the guys, if you give me 65, 70, we got a chance every night. And that's what they did. We're averaging 63 points a game. Our defensive commitment to defense just needs to improve. And it will by some scheme and some things that we need to do.
And you referenced that those 2 ball games kind of got you set for going up to Connecticut this week, or this weekend, with some big basketball ahead of you in that CP3 tournament, sponsored by Chris Paul's Foundation and the Basketball Hall of Fame. Your thoughts about going into that?
Yeah, we're super excited. We're humble and blessed to have an opportunity to play in that, and we're going to represent Tuskegee well, and we're looking forward to it. Not too many chances you get to play on ESPN and that kind of atmosphere, but it's an end of the season, beginning of the season tournament type feel. So, it's going to be good competitive basketball, and we'll have to pin our ears back and improve. We lost those 2 games. We started off last year 5-0, but people forget we went on a stretch there. We lost 2 in a row. So, we're looking in the we're not looking in the rearview mirror. We're looking through the windshield. So, yeah, we're excited. Some young guys got to play a lot of minutes. Our big 3 played well, though. We got 3 guys averaging, 13 or 14 points a game, and they're efficient. We got 1 guy shooting 65%, 1 shooting 57%, 1 shooting almost 50%. Oh, yeah. And those are our go-to guys. We just need those supplemental players to step up and play a little bit better for us, and they will in time.
And I know you're excited about this weekend because it pits Tuskegee against a program in terms of basketball that has just lore in its terms of history with Winston-Salem State University. That's who you beat out of the gate.
Yeah,
and this is the first time these programs have ever met.
And these last 2 teams we played they're much improved from last year. We beat both of them, but they're much improved. And my philosophy on scheduling is that we don't duck, we don't hide. And I could have tempered the schedule down a little bit, but that's we want to play against the best. I hope to become a little bit better. And by the end of the year, and this nucleus is going to carry us in the next season.
No, just really want to jump on to something you said there, because if you look at the stats, it would show that Tuskegee has not played Winston-Salem. I guess, did you play them last year in an exhibition type
No,
set?
we didn't, but we played, 2 CIAA teams last year. We played Fayetteville State, who had won it the year before.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're playing these guys who won it this past year. So we seem to always fall into the trap of playing the team that won it the previous year from the CIAA. And we're looking forward to the challenge. They're very good, very well coached, and me being from North Carolina, man, some bragging rights.
Coach, I hear you.
All right.
We'll be right up there with you, Coach.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Coach Benji Taylor.
All right.
Tigers going up to the CP3 Hall of Fame ball game up in Connecticut this weekend.
When are you getting there?
I think I get there Friday.
Friday, okay. That's good.
Yes.
That's tough, it's changing time zone. It's going to be cold, and we're getting in around 1 o'clock on Friday and leaving Monday morning. So
same here.
You're all set with everything, and
sure. Yeah, just want to get a couple wins coming out of there. That's all. You can take care of that.
You're not the only one. And after that, we got a tough Talladega team coming in here. Who's very good, very competitive, very well coached. Took Miles down to the wire this past weekend, and I haven't had a chance to look at him at all. But we got our work cut out for us. But we play a tough schedule every year, so it's nothing new.
Sure. We'll be right there with you, Coach.
All right, appreciate you.
Head Coach Benji Taylor, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Getting set for second half action. Tigerettes of Tuskegee, a little bit of work ahead of them as well. They trail at 36-29 to the Rams of the University of Mobile. Glad you could join us for our coverage on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Start second half action here from the Daniel Chappie James Center on the campus of Tuskegee. Charles Ward and Dwayne Walker with the play call. We get set for second half action. Tuskegee trailing. Any stats from that first half jump out at you? Any thoughts on that first half?
Oh, absolutely. The 2 stalwarts in that first half, McMath for the Mobile Rams. She had 10 points But get this, Charles, she added 3 steals. Definitely made her impact in the game as we get a look at her right there on your screen, wearing jersey number 55. And then for Tuskegee, who jumps out for me is Ariel McElroy. Now, although she had a couple of costly turnovers, she did end up with 10 points, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds.
And of course, McMath hitting that 3-pointer at the buzzer to really give them the energy going into the locker room, talking about the Rams. Back the other way, transition. Boland trying to get it to McElroy left side, and it's batted away and taken away by the Rams.
Tigerettes committed 7 turnovers in that first half, Charles.
Odecray had that one taken away by a lunging Michaela Malik. And Michaela hitting the surface hard here inside the arena, but up and back the other way. No worse for the wear.
And on the other side, Charles, speaking of turnovers, the Mobile Rams committed just 5 turnovers in that first half, excuse me.
Yeah, down the stretch, Tuskegee had a lead there, but the latter couple of minutes of that first half belonged to the Rams to enable them to take that lead and come back that way after the break.
Tuskegee took a 21-20 lead.
Good pass down low, beautiful from Manuel over to Abdul Rahim for the lay-in.
First 2 points of the game for her, Charles. Got to give Jasmine Manuel a nice assist on that, on the back door.
Yeah, no question about it.
Boy, she just continues to struggle, does Erica Jones. In that first period, Charles, she hoisted up 9 balls, but only connected on 2, and those were late in the second quarter.
Not able to confirm anything in the pregame about any injury to her, as McElroy has it taken away near the mid-stripe. Donaldson back the other way, got the lay-in left side, and McElroy trying to chase that play down, commits the foul. And Donaldson will be going to the line for a possible 3-point play.
Once again, a costly turnover, mishandling the basketball. But not only do you turn the basketball over, but you double dip, make another error by committing a foul. If you're going to foul her. Don't let her make the basket. Can't allow an and one.
That's what they have here, an and one possibility, 31-28. Tuskegee trailing it. As Donaldson hits the free throw, make it 39-31 now at 8
Donaldson
minutes
has 10
remaining.
points in the game, Charles,
Yep.
after scoring 7 in the first half.
Came in averaging 11 points per ball game, so right near that with 7:53 left in the third. McElroy behind the arc now. Good defensive spread there by White out in front of her. She'll raise and fire the 3-pointer, missed on the shot. Rebound, Abdul Rahim had it knocked out of bounds, but a good job by Soraya to get in there to give the Tigerettes a second look.
No question about it, and she was rebounding from the guard position, so she was out near the 3-point line and saw that basketball was going to fall short and rushed in and grabbed that offensive rebound to give her team another possession.
Boland got a look at the corner. She was fouled. Odecray trying to catch up with that play in the corner.
Brittany Boland was another player that was struggling in the first half. She was only 1 of 8 from the field, looking to improve on that this second half.
Had 18 in the last ball game, the loss to West Georgia.
She's got 3 points now, Charles.
Got to keep her ticking in the upward direction with those points. 7:33 left in the third. Odecray departs the basketball game. And Maya Kimber back out on the floor for Coach Cindy Westry. Coach Westry in her first season at the University of Mobile, as is Coach Wester at Tuskegee. May have had a travel on that play, but no call. Floater inside the paint, inside the cylinder, bounced out and went right back down in again. Basket was good on the inside by Kimber for the Rams, and they come right back with another basket by Donaldson on a lay-in.
Donaldson down, Charles. She's got a dozen, and now we'll see a timeout right here by Coach Penny.
Yeah, forced to take that time out. 6:48 left in the third. After the intermission, it's been all Rams of the University of Mobile. They lead at 43-33 over the Tigerettes. We'll take a time out here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
What does education mean when you choose the top HBCU in Alabama?
So one of the things that's been most valuable for my experience at Tuskegee is being able to face challenges head on. I can definitely say here I've learned how to be an advocate for myself, how to speak up, and how to present myself in ways that can help me get opportunities, that help me fix things that may not be right. And I think that's really just the best skill that I've learned here that I can take with me for the rest of my life.
Look forward to your bright future. Apply to Tuskegee University today.
Back live at the Chappie James Center on the campus of Tuskegee University. 6:48 left in the third. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker with the play call. Golden Tigers basketball. Coming to you live on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Charles, this is going to be an important stretch for the Tigerettes. See if they can get that offense going. Trailing now by 10.
Largest lead of the basketball game for the Rams at this point. Half court set now for Tuskegee. Bolin out front. Looking to amp up her offensive game. On a weave, it's McElroy. Over to Abdul Rahim, got some space, jumper. Foul line extended, missed on the shot. Manuel gave a chase at it, but not able to run it down. Over to the Rams. They tried to dump it inside. Donaldson in the corner instead. She's good on the jumper.
Well, I gotta tell you something. She plays with such extraordinary tempo, never out of control, and just a smooth basketball player. I'm really impressed by Miss Donaldson.
Just a junior from New Orleans. Transferred into their program from Baton Rouge Community College. Bolin at the block, got some space, missed on the shot. She'll be at the line shooting.
And Charles Donaldson has scored 7 of the Rams' 9 points so far in the second half.
Yeah, she's done a lot on the inside and outside. Proven difficult for the Tigerettes to keep up with her.
And how about this, Charles? Most importantly, most importantly, no turnovers, Charles, in that first half by Donaldson.
Wow. Good performance by her. And you know, they want to come here with the idea of knowing that the Tigerettes are the defending SIAC champs. This program, an NAIA program, with all the thoughts of let's come in and make a statement about defeating this team. So far, they have looked very solid.
Here we go with some extended pressure, Charles, so full court press here.
Had some success with pressure in that first half. See if that enables them to get back into the basketball game. It's on the floor there. We're looking for one right there. Jump ball called. I think the arrow's going to favor Tuskegee this time. Indeed it will.
And like the aggression, Coach Penny wanting to pick up the pace, trying to force the Ram guards into turnovers, and that formula is working right now.
That's what she says she likes, is that up-paced tempo for her teams to play. Coming out of that CIAA, you know that's one of the calling cards there. Wants to implement more of that here at Tuskegee. Austin pops out for the basketball. Across the floor now, it's Malik. Jones jumps out at her. They go to McElroy. 9 to shoot. Amack surveys at the block. Austin to the glass. Shot it hard. Backside rebound cleared out of there by Leclerc. Leclerc just out on the floor, the junior from Guadeloupe, France. At the block, White lost it. It'll go off of McElroy and stay with the Rams. As Layton comes back out on the floor for Tuskegee. And McMath comes back out for the Rams.
Charles, we'll get our first look at Trinity Layton, number 20, who checks into the ball game for the first time. Let's see if she can provide a spark on either the offensive or defensive side.
On a turn there, the jumper is off the mark by Kimber. And the rebound to McElroy. Abdul Rahim handles out front.
Okay.
Back pedals now, trying to get out of that double. Across the floor to Layton, tried to dump it inside, but batted away. Back to Trinity. Trinity shots rejected at the block by White. She'll try to lead a break. Outlet pass to McMath. McMath floater is rejected by Abdur-Rahim. So change of swats there, Walker.
Wow, Rahim.
Yeah.
Abdur-Rahim showing some ups right there. And listen, Charles, I know some of our viewers may be wondering, wow, that last name sounds familiar. Abdur-Rahim. Hey, is she related to, the former NBA player that went to the University of California?
Well, I'm going to let you fill it in, and then I'm going to come in behind that.
No, I'm going to let you do it. You do it, Charles.
I have to tell the story. Yeah, she gets it a lot. People thinking that she's related to him, but really,
Sharif.
she says that she gets it all the time.
Yeah, it's Sharif, right?
It is.
First name.
Yeah. I knew you were stalling trying to find it, so I was giving you time.
I was trying to find. Yeah, I was trying to find his first name in my brain. That's exactly what I was doing. Like,
I'm not gonna let you off that easy, Walker. You're our guest. We gotta give you. We gotta be hospitable.
You're trying to throw me under the bus, Ward. I know what you're trying to do.
But I had a chance to talk to her in the preseason. She says that she gets that all the time, but they're not related at all. But to your point about her showing the hops, that's one of the things she said she really wanted to work on in the offseason was just her quickness and her just the defensive ability. She said that she was recruited, had only one scholarship coming out of high school, and that was to like a junior college.
Right.
And she said she just knew from there that she was always labeled like the underdog, and that's always been her thing on her shoulder, that I want to outdo everybody in every situation to show that you can come from any level and exceed and get to the highest levels possible.
Well, very nice. She has the basketball now. Let's see what she does.
Yep. And she's not related to Sharif. Back pedals outside now. Behind the arc with the jumper, Malik got him up and knocked it down for Tuskegee.
Charles, you know what she did with the basketball? She broke the pressure, got free throw line extended, and found the open wing for the three-point basket.
And that's what she's going to have to do, Walker, this entire season, because she is the true point guard for this team. McElroy being forced to dribble and handle the basketball a lot more than what she would ordinarily do. But Abdur-Rahim is the person that's going to be designated as that point guard as this season continues to unfold for Coach Wester and Tuskegee. Out front, they go across the floor to McElroy. At the block, Austin. Austin works on Jones to the glass. Nicely done. Got the spinner to fall. And don't look away now. Tuskegee down by 5.
Aaliyah scored first 8 points in the first half. Now she's got 10.
White on the weave. We're at 3:15 remaining. Underneath. To the glass, missed on his shot. Nothing but white jerseys down low. That's what you want to see. Malik comes away with the basketball for Tuskegee. Abdur-Rahim wants to hurry. Floats it inside to Austin once again. Turns left side to the glass. Got it again. She went right side first time. In the middle this time, Walk.
Aaliyah Austin letting them know.
Whistles at the block. Layton was trying to cover as White was coming left side for the lay-in. Got there late. Shot fell off, but White will be at the line shooting.
I fed you perfect with that Aaliyah let me know, and it just went way over your head, didn't it?
You have to slow things down. You have to let me know.
Well, listen, age ain't nothing but a number, Charles. Don't worry about it.
You'll get there one day. First free throw is good by White. It's not good when you have to call your calls out yourself now, Walk.
Well, you know. I've got long arms. I can pat my own self on the back.
All right. None of us will. So back the other way. 1 of 2 from the line for the Rams. 2:40 remains in the third. At the block, they go to Austin again. Left side, good defensive work down low this time by DeBilson, but a whistle, and Aaliyah will be going back to the line to shoot for the Tigerettes.
This second half of play, Aaliyah Austin really exerting herself, especially on the offensive side of the floor. And her hard work is ended her at the free throw line for a couple of free throws.
Coach Wester content on trying to work that basketball inside. Line drop free throw by Austin. is off the mark. 2:36 left in the third. 4-point lead for the University of Mobile, 46-42. Junior Austin at the line, second of 2. Better result there. Lead down to 3. Full court pressure by the Tigerettes. White dumps it to Bilson. The Bilson in the backcourt. They finally get it over to McMath across the timeline. .220 left in the third.
Charles, it seems like ever since going to a bigger lineup, the Tigerettes, like I said, they've been playing fantastic on defense, right on cue right there. They've gone with a bigger lineup, and that result has been fantastic.
4-on-2, back the other way now, to the rack of the travel violation. Oh no, down low, they're going to call that foul on Aaliyah Austin.
Illegal screen there by Austin, trying to clear a pathway for Michaela Malik, and that's a no-no.
Yeah, really didn't need to do that because she was already underneath the glass with more than enough space to get that lay-in. So a minute 59 remains in the third. The lead's cut to 3, 46-43. Rams continue out front. Tuskegee behind. We'll see if they can cut the deficit here when we come back on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships.
A minute 59 left here in the third. 46-43 lead for the University of Mobile. They have the basketball across the timeline. The Bills dumps it down low at the block, whistles, and a travel violation on Erica Jones. Jones just has not been able to get her feet settled here inside the Daniel Chappie James Center here at Tuskegee. Much to the liking of the Tigerettes. Abdur Rahim now handles the basketball in the front court. Tried to dump it down low, got it to Austin. Austin back to McElroy, quick step right side, got space foul, extended, knocks it down for the Tigerettes.
McElroy scored 10 in the first half, add 2 to the ledger.
Making a 1-point lead now for Mobile. McMath had it taken away at the block. Abdur Rahim comes clear with it. Left side, Boland for 3. Count it for the Tigerettes. Finally got her going. A minute 6 left in the third. They take a lead at 48-46 after the triple outside by the second-team All-SIC player, Brittany Boland. Tuskegee ahead. We take a break on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
They have been few and in between, but that was a big bucket there by Brittany Boland.
All started when the second half began, and Tuskegee put on that pressure, that full court pressure. They went to a larger lineup, and the end result, Mobile, they turned the basketball over.
And Boland turns over a three-pointer. Tuskegee leads it by 2. The Bills are back the other way, behind the back to Jones at the block. Austin catching up behind that play from the back and commits the foul on Jones. So Leah picks up her third. What was that you were saying? That age ain't nothing but a number?
That's right.
That's number 3 on her. 2 more. She's got to be careful. Good job for Austin in this basketball game.
Fans didn't like the call, but the official, Miss Brittany, called the push on that particular play. People were thinking that it was a clean block up top. It was, but she did get it with the body down low. Excellent call.
Crowds showing its dismay by the jingling of the keys in Chappie James. 1 of 2 from the line for Jones. Nur Rahim, little on the floor now, all the way through, behind the arc, head fake with the jumper. This is Malik, shots off the mark. McElroy skies and gets the rebound. Had a shot rejected and fought to get that one back again.
Excellent adjective right there, Charles. She did fight to get that basketball. Unsuccessful at the attempt, but went in with some tenacity and some aggressiveness. And you talked about during the offseason her trying to work on her strength, and she showed it right there, Charles.
Yep, she'll be going to the line as a result.
Coach, Charles, I think I just saw Erica Jones cough into her uniform, so she might not be feeling well. I know you alluded to it earlier, saying that Coach Westry said that she might not even play today. Maybe she has some sort of ailment. Just saw her cough.
Yeah, certainly does not seem to be at full tilt. Got a rebound there inside after the missed free throw. Under a minute remains first half, third quarter that is. White all the way through to the rack, left it short on the cylinder. Austin clears, tied up on the inside. And she'll finally get a call. 3 Rams huddled about her.
That foul going to Jones, Charles, could have been a frustration foul. Jones has just not gotten on track so far today.
Austin back at the other end of the floor to shoot here. Walker with 2 coming her way.
Ooh. Charles, got to make these free throws very, very important to close out here.
Tigerettes came in just 56% shooting as a team from the free throw line. 1 of 2, that time for Aaliyah. McMath back out on the floor. So is Kimber for Coach Westry and the Rams.
Aaliyah Austin with 14 points after that made basket at the free throw line.
Oda Cray pushes down in the left corner. Kimber lost it momentarily. Now they will lose it on the backcourt here. Good pressure by the Tigerettes, and they'll have the basketball.
You said it. That word, pressure. Pressure busts pipes, and right now the Tigerettes are really picking up the intensity on the defensive end, and they're just paying off.
Indeed, they were trailing by as many as 10 at the start of this second half of play. And right now lead it by 3. Boland, McElroy, back inside, good pass. Aaliyah don't get it up before the buzzer though. 1 pass too many, and that'll take us into the 4th. But it takes us into the 4th with the Tigerettes leading at 50-47 over the Rams of the University of Mobile. Take a break and bring the final quarter here from Chappie James on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Home, where you hang out with friends, do homework, relax, explore, where you can be yourself. Come home to Tuskegee University. Get the education that changes lives, including your own. Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Back live here at Chappie James Center on the campus of Tuskegee. Some of the students from the historic university in attendance here. Monday night basketball on the campus. Tuskegee with a 50-47 lead over the Rams of the University of Mobile. We were talking about Coach Wester early on and some of the pressure she might feel as a result of coming into this program with championship pedigree and her taking it over. And she mentioned as McMath penetrates left side and loses it at the block, Tuskegee comes away with the basketball. Abdur-Rahim back the other way, back out, McElroy. Get to the rest of that story in a second. Floater by McElroy, left it on the front of the iron. She said people kept saying to her, and rightfully so, that, you got some really big shoes to fill, Coach Powell, and where things are with the championship. And she said she was very receptive to people, to her, welcoming her into the community. But her thought to herself was, yeah, I do have some shoes to fill. My own. She's got her own. And no slight on Coach Powell or the program. It's just she's got certain ideas about where she thinks she can take this program as well. And you talked about the culture of it, and that's the culture she's trying to set in terms of new players, at least two of the bigger players for Tuskegee gone from a year ago with that championship team, and now she's having to kind of rally this group that she has and kind of set their own destiny.
I like it. I like what she's going to bring, what Coach Penny's going to bring to the table here to keep the tradition going from last season.
Another interesting story she told me, too, as well. I said, well, what was that first meeting like with the team? She said, well, Charles, we did two things at their first meeting. The first thing we did was kind of a group exercise so that they could start communicating with each other. And one was to have them, without saying or speaking, to line everybody up in order from height, lowest to the highest, and by tints and color eye. And she said they did that in about 2 minutes. As we look at play underneath, that one's swatted out of bounds. It'll go back over to Tuskegee. The second thing she said she did, she got everybody together. She said, okay, here, these are the evaluations that I got from the previous coach in terms of personnel and assessments about who you are. She said she took the pile of papers and just threw them in the trash can.
Wow.
She said, judgments from now on will be from what you do in practice till we go forward, not what was behind. I thought that was so interesting, yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. Great start to the program for her. Great finish there by Austin on the inside. 8:15 left in this basketball game. 54-49, Tuskegee leads.
And I got to tell you something, Charles. So that means if you're a holdover from that SIAC championship team, no matter what your situation was, you're starting from ground zero, and so you have an opportunity to impress the new coach.
That's exactly what it means, and that's what she was speaking to, is that those of you who thought that you were part of the team but not front and center, here's your chance. Show me. You show me, you get the playing time. Abdur-Rahim out front with the basketball. Across the floor to Boland. Boland raises, fires, hit the back of the iron on that shot. They gave her some space there. Not able to connect.
And Charles, this note right quick, the fourth quarter has been the strongest quarter for the Tigerettes. They've scored most of their points in the fourth stanza.
Looking for their
36 points to date on the two games.
Jones at the block on Austin. Left-hander, got it to the cylinder, knocked it down.
Jones a point away from double digits. She's got 9.
7:05 left in the contest. Austin, hard push right side on Jones. Turns to the glass. Good defensive work by Jones, but Boland there for the putback. Backside. So Britton had so many weapons that she could hit you with. This time, her ability to offensive rebound and go back to the cylinder.
She's in double digits, Charles. She's got 10. We talked about how this offense is by committee, and if I were to look down at my score sheet, I'm almost positive that we have at least 3 Tigerettes in double digits.
Well, you got time. You can look. You gonna go look?
Yeah, I'll look right now. McElroy's got 13 points. That's 1. Aaliyah Austin, she's got, 8. She's got 16 points.
Oh, yeah.
And Boland has 10 points.
All right.
I'll just pat myself on the back again.
There you go. Glad you're not living in alternative facts. Back the other way now. Behind the back, Abdur-Rahim. McMath almost took that basketball away. 6:36 remains. Quick reminder that we are on the road this weekend.
Just as I dapped up Elena Donaldson for the Mobile Rams, I got to do the same for Somali Abdur-Rahim. She plays with a nice temperament as well. Smooth tempo, always under control.
Boland tried to bank one home left side. Layton had a hand on it. It comes clear to Donaldson instead for the Rams. She's blocked on her way to the cylinder.
Right on cue. Yep. She didn't rush. She just took the ball strong to the basket, created a little contact, and got a foul.
Yeah. Seen some really good guard play in this basketball game, Walker, in terms of styles. You talk about Donaldson, you talk about Abdur-Rahim. You certainly got to mention McMath in that trio as well. Donaldson with that free throw.
Charles, she's got 8 points in the second half, 15 points overall for the Rams.
Got them both from the free throw line. Came into this ball game perfect from the free throw line. I think she missed one in that first half. McElroy in the backcourt. Up to Boland. She have to run it down right side. Brittany pushing
Mouse
at the
in the
block.
house.
Yeah, saw that. Just not able to collect on that basket. Donaldson behind the arc. We're at 6 minutes remaining. They try to shove it inside and a whistle. Trinity Layton trying to fight for position on the inside. She's guilty of the foul.
You can look at official Brittany in your screen there, calling that push. Hey, back to the other end. I got to give credit to Miss Brittany Boland, speaking of Brittany's, for immediately getting that basketball and recognizing the situation that she had the much smaller Braley McBeth on her and went right to work right away. She didn't convert the basket, but just the idea that she had the IQ to recognize the situation was a plus.
Nice call, Walker, the junior from Trophy Club, Texas.
Donaldson draws a foul going up. They're going to get Abdur-Rahim on that one.
You talk about that whole uniqueness of being able to recognize on the floor. I believe it was Aaliyah Austin that was talking about it in the preseason comments with her, is that was one of the things that she wanted to get better about, was recognizing situations on the floor and then flowing into that situation, not necessarily what she was doing, but things that were going on around her. That time, the junior Brittany Boland did just like you said, saw what was going on around her and tried to take full advantage of it. That's what really separates the really quality basketball players from those who are just kind of average.
No question about it.
One free throw made that trip down the floor. It's 2-point lead now for the Tigerettes with 5:47 left in the basketball game. Boland works it right side over to McElroy. McElroy one-on-one inside the paint on Donaldson. She saw a little mismatch there, but fell down to the surface. To the glass, right side. That's Malik.
Wow. Impressed by Malik shooting that basketball. Why? Because her offensive player, McElroy, was on the ground and in danger of having a 3-second violation called on her.
McMath missed in the corner there. It's calculated on that three-pointer. Abdur-Rahim pushes back the other way. Floater in the paint. Oh, yeah.
Smooth, baby. Smooth.
That's silk there.
6 of her points all coming in the second half of play, Charles.
We're under 5 minutes left. Tuskegee stretches its lead to 6. McMath down in the corner. This is White for 3. Front of the iron. Rebound. Austin had it tapped from behind. She regains it on the floor. Nice job of going to the surface to get it.
Charles, this is where you want to start burning shot clock and taking good quality shots, taking care of the basketball, most importantly.
Austin, Abdur-Rahim, right side. Not what they wanted on that play.
No, sir. That was a bad shot.
McMath back the other way, went underneath under her floater and missed. And there's
Boland
with the basketball. That's what she thought. She saw something down the floor and just elected to slow things down. Good choice by her.
Smart.
Screen out front.
Mismatch. Yes. Again, second time down. I got McBeth on me. I'm Boland, Brittany Boland. I'm going right to the rack.
And that's one of those situations we were talking about the other day, though, although you're trying to burn clock. When that mismatch is there, you got to go.
Yes, it presents itself.
Sure.
It presented itself.
4:08 remains in the basketball game. Tuskegee leads it 60-54. Players take a timeout. We'll do the same on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. learn cutting-edge practices, and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education. Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
We are back live inside the Daniel Chappie James Center on the historic campus of Tuskegee University. We're watching Golden Tigers basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker. Hope you enjoy our coverage. Tuskegee leads it 60-54. Tigerettes trying to notch their second win of the campaign under Coach Penny, her first season at Tuskegee. Tuskegee predicted to finish second in the West, although they are the defending SIAC champs. That's a little locker room stuff that Coach Wester is going to be using throughout the season. Posted there to remind them of that. Brittany, good on the first free throw. She was fouled just before the timeout. Talking to Coach Wester about that, about the oddness of a team that's a defending champ, but not predicted to win, or at least your division coming back in the year afterwards.
Right.
And she kind of put it in perspective about the championship team was last year. And coaches are looking at what was lost as it relates to the team as Tuskegee knocks another basket there to lead at 62-56. And behind the defense again, that's Abdul Rahim with the basket. The Rams are trying to press in the back court, and they forgot all about Abdul Rahim up the floor.
I like the fact that Coach Penny is still keeping the pressure on. Still showing pressure, still pressuring the basketball on defense, making the Mobile Rams work.
And notably at this point in the ball game, Erica Jones is not even out on the floor for the Rams. She may be retired for the rest of the ball game, which indicates something may have been wrong with her. Left side floater is good by Malik. Malik, the senior. And she's one of those players that you have to really put it in that category we were just talking about, Dwayne, that from the team last year,
Absolutely.
She did not get very many minutes. But now she's starting to be a big part of this offense for the Tigerettes.
On the defensive end as well,
Sure.
Charles, with those long arms.
On the baseline is White. Basketball over to Tuskegee.
She's made quite an impact, Charles, on the defensive side of the floor, has Michaela so far today. Very proud of her play.
Sure. And this team really tried to prove, although they did win that championship, they got Shayla Jackson and Jatoria Willis was such a big part of it. Those two players are trying to show that this program and this team itself is more than those two players. Abdul Rahim lost that one trying to go behind the back.
Fourth steal of the game by McMath.
Nice no-look pass there on the inside, and it'll stay true with the lay-in by Kimball. Rayleigh McMath, junior, 6'5" out of Georgetown, Kentucky. Really a solid player for Coach Westry and the Rams. Back out front, Abdul Rahim with a three-point shot.
I don't understand
as to
that
why
shot,
that
Charles.
one, not at all. That will have you throwing your hands up in the air.
Coach Penny has her hands at her sides like, what was that? What are we doing here?
Whistles down low. The leak had the defensive position on Kimber at the block. Kimber trying to go through her on that one, commits the foul. Yeah, reflecting on that shot by Abdul Rahim, she's really puzzled by that one.
Yeah, don't know what the mindset was there. Number one, she shot it with 18 seconds left on the shot clock, so there was no pressure to put the basketball up. And again, it's about having good quality possessions, but at the same time burning that clock unless you have just an obvious advantage at scoring the basketball.
Bowling out front with it now, a minute 40. Left side to the rack. She'll get the lay-in and a bat going to the free throw line as well.
Like that.
Yeah, that's just like you said, right?
She recognized that she had a slower defender on her, used her weaker hand. She went to the left hand to drive by her and finished with the left hand, although she's right-handed.
Good call on that, Walt.
Love how she used her skill set to get to the basket and won.
Very smooth on that one. Missed on the free throw, though. 8-point lead for Tuskegee. We're down to a minute 33 remaining. Donaldson out front. She'll take a push left side all the way through the rack, and they get her for a travel violation. That's about the only thing that slowed her up in this basketball game.
One of the very few mistakes she's made all game, Charles.
Full court pressure by the Rams. McElroy runs it down far side, tapped out of bounds by Donaldson. It'll stay with Tuskegee with a minute 25 remaining.
After this scoring 2 points in the first half, Brittany Boland has exploded for 13 in the second. Now she has 15 points overall. Right at her average.
Yep.
She's averaging 15 and a half points right there.
Didn't start out as rhythmic as Coach Wester would have liked, but the players finally kind of settled into a rhythm. The ball game did after trailing by as many as 10. I think the lead may have been as large as 12 at one point for the Rams. But the Tigerettes just kept fighting. They finally got that offensive flow going, courtesy of what they were doing with the pressure on the defense.
That full court press
turned into offense for them. Donaldson all the way through to the rack. The floater is good. Boland in the backcourt. 70 seconds left in the basketball game. Malik comes across the timeline. Tapped out of bounds by Kimber.
So we got 23 seconds left on that shot clock, Charles. You want to burn as much of that as you can.
Entry pass to Austin. Back to Abdur Rahim.
See
Doubled
again,
out
see,
front,
trying to
take it
do
away.
too much. Again, you don't have to score right now.
Yeah, you can't.
Now bring it back out.
Steal.
Bring it back out. Now bring it back out. Unless you have an advantage like that.
McElroy got the lay-in. Who is this guy telling us to bring it back out?
No, well, listen, that's the initial thought process unless an advantage is created, which there was.
Absolutely, Walker. Just messing with you, brother. That's all.
No, man, it's fluid. It's all about mindset and thinking ahead first. And then when the opportunity creates itself, then you go to it.
Absolutely. Nice call. We're at 29 seconds left.
We call that in the profession, Coach. We call that in the profession. No. Yes.
Yes. Sure. There you go. Classic. Just like we threw it up, right?
Right.
McElroy. Coach Wester trying to get a sub in there. Looks like she was trying to get one in there. McElroy at the free throw got that free throw basket for Tuskegee. Actually trying to get a timeout called before that free throw. They'll let her have it now with 29 seconds left. 74-62, Tuskegee with the lead. And barring some kind of miracle here, Tuskegee's going to notch his second win of the season, go 2-1 overall. And still looking forward to conference play. They'll start that on the 25th against the Wildcats of Fort Valley, and that'll be down in Fort Valley. Of course, we'll be there with the coverage on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. The men's action before conference play for both teams in Fort Valley. Men up in Connecticut this weekend at the Chris Paul Foundation Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame HBCU tip-off. Golden Tigers will play on Saturday at 8 p.m. against the Rams of Winston-Salem State. And then earlier in that ballgame, it'll be Cheney versus Virginia Union. And then on Sunday, it'll be consolation ball game first, and the winners will tie up into the championship ball game to finish out the challenge up in Connecticut. 27 seconds remains in this one. And of course, before
Well, so you said you'll be on hand? Is that what you said?
Yes, we'll be there for the coverage. Golden
Wow.
Tiger Sports
well, listen,
Network.
That's in Uncasville.
Yes.
Yeah, Uncasville. I've been there. It's a fantastic casino. They got a Michael Jordan steakhouse inside there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah. The Connecticut, the WNBA team play there.
Yes.
So it's a nice facility. It's actually on an Indian, not reservation,
casino.
but.
Yeah, they own the casino, the Mohegan. Yeah. Uh-huh. We'll have the coverage from up there. Bowling out front, clock running now.
Don't need any shots here, Charles. Just run the clock out. Just dribble the ball the rest of the time if you have to.
And certainly don't think McMath or any of the Rams are going to try to foul. No real reason to. Just make the players work to run it down. And that is the way it will end in this basketball game. Tuskegee trailed for a good portion of it, and they win it 74-62 over the Rams of the University of Mobile. Good, solid game for the cast of players, as you referenced in the pregame, Dwayne, that it's more than Brittany Boland. It's the cast of players for Coach Wester that makes the difference for Tuskegee, and that holds true to form in this ball game.
Listen, you got to give credit to Coach Penny, a.k.a. Coach Wester, a squad that was down by 10 points to a 4-0 team. They trailed by as many as 12, I think we said, but found the courage to battle back in the second half thanks to a full-court press that really carried them to the victory.
Good performance by them. This Rams team came in here undefeated at 4-0. Showed sparks of it early on with the early lead over the Tigerettes of Tuskegee. But Erica Jones seemingly not in her full throat of play in this basketball game.
No, Jones ended up finishing below 10 points. She finished with 9 points on the day. For the Rams, they were led by Elena Donaldson. She was nice and smooth. She had 19 points on the night. For Tuskegee, the Tigerettes, they were led by Ariel McElroy. She scored a game-high 20 points. Brittany Boland added 15.
Yeah. As you referenced, trio of players getting it done for the Tigerettes of Tuskegee. We talked about this being kind of an out-of-conference ball game against an NAIA team, but knew that the Rams are going to come in here at that 4-0 mark. They were showing some really good numbers as a team, and Tuskegee had to really struggle to get things going offensively in this contest. Really relied on their defense to get the offense moving.
No question about it, and that was the difference. I'll reference it again. It all started in the very second half set of play. Second half of play. Oh, the fans are enjoying it as we're closing this one out, Charles. But nonetheless, impressive victory by the Tigerettes battling back to get the W.
Indeed it was, and impressive work it was by you, my friend. Thank you for joining us with this basketball coverage.
Enjoyed it, Charles. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Tigerettes of Tuskegee winners 74-62 over the Rams of the University of Mobile. Tuskegee now goes to 2-1 on the campaign, and the Rams handed their first loss of the season. They fall to 4-1. That'll do it for our coverage. Special thanks to Tuskegee University President Dr. Charlotte Morris, Dr. Ronaldez Rice, Tuskegee University Chief Operating Officer, and the Director of Athletics, Reginald Ruffins. Outstanding job by him. Deborah Rogers in the house tonight, Chief Deputy Athletics Director. Tanya Lee and Stephen Smith from the Communications and Marketing Department. Of course, Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director here at Tuskegee. And Nick Brown, Game Operations for Tuskegee Athletics. Special thanks to our production team, producer, director Eric Tabor, and our fine camera crew. First night on the job by them. Skyla Carrillo, Nadi Bakari, Malachi Ards, and Jemiah Rutledge on loan from the Tigerettes basketball team. Thanks so much for the work you guys did tonight. Looking forward to having you all with us all season long. We're back with more Tuskegee basketball, and we'll bring it to you from Connecticut over the weekend on Saturday when the men engage in the Chris Paul Foundation Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame HBCU tip-off. That's Saturday at 8 p.m. from Connecticut. Until then, Charles Ward on behalf of everybody here, including my broadcast partner Dwayne Walker from the Golden Tiger Sports Network, saying thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just got to give them a chance.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. Just got to give them a chance.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. we're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared.